be able to recognize our strengths, our weaknesses, and if we help children to get there from a very early age, then we're really giving them a wonderful tool. We don't want them to grow up into adults who are depending on their bosses or their professors to praise them and to point out what they did well. We want them to be able to know and feel confidence in their own abilities. Isn't that just a wonderful gift we can give our children? The other thing is that when we don't praise children, but we acknowledge their work, we acknowledge their effort, we are encouraging them to have a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset sees a child, makes a child feel that, I'm constantly being compared to others. I have to do well as somebody else. I have to please somebody to achieve. But with a growth mindset, they're looking at how can I be better? How can I improve myself? What can I do to grow and do this in a different way? I can accept challenges. I can do something that's even harder. And all of us want children to have that growth mindset. In the kind of world that we live in today, that is what is going to assist them in success and achievement. So now, if we can't say good job, what do we do? How do we approach praise the Montessori way? First things first, observe your child. Anybody who's from a Montessori background knows observation is very, very vital to what we do. Watch what your child is doing and notice something specific and talk about that. Bring attention to that. That was very interesting how you built the tower so carefully. You focused so much, you had so much concentration when you worked on that material. So you are bringing attention to something very specific rather than saying something completely loose like good job. When you see that your child is looking at you and they're expecting praise, ask questions. Let's say your child is coloring something, they're painting a picture or creating something in art and craft. Ask them, tell me about this picture. What have you drawn today? What is it? Where is, does this picture have a name? Let them talk about it, let them share, divert away from saying well done or something like that. What I've seen is very common in the classroom. Teachers cannot help but when they're presenting an activity and the child looks to you, they look up to you as though they're expecting you to say something, and the teachers will automatically say, well done or good job. Trust me, you don't have to. They may expect something from you. Just smile. Give a heartwarming smile to the child, and eventually they will stop even looking for that. They'll be happy with what they're doing. They won't even need that much from you. Like I said before, ask your child how they feel about their work. What do you think? Do you like what you've done? Would you like to take a picture of it and share it with your mom? What can you tell me about your work? How hard did you have to work to finish this assignment? So talk to them and bring their attention back to their own work. You can offer words of acknowledgement to a child when they've helped you and highlight how it's made things better for you. Thank you for setting the table. It gave me more time to make the salad today. Thank you for tidying up. Now I was able to present another material to Mary. So bring attention to how their behavior or what they have done has helped you. Something that is a little bit challenging for all of us is modeling self-praise. Acknowledging our own efforts help children to be able to do the same. I've seen a lot of people when you praise them and you'll say, you did a really good job. The first thing they'll say is, oh no, not really, I don't think so. They're not ready to accept that and acknowledge it. So if we start modeling this for the children, then they will also pick up and be able to do it for themselves. So say to yourself, oh, I finished all my work on time today. I am really proud of myself. Now I have time to have a cup of coffee and relax. So they will also see that it's okay to recognize and acknowledge your own efforts. Montessori makes so many things easy for us, and that control of error, which lies in all of our materials, helps children to achieve by themselves, to do things by themselves without needing to look for a teacher to tell them whether they've done it right or they've done it wrong. They can see it for themselves and they know that they're on the right path. So they don't need, again, that validation for us to tell them, you've done a good job. They can see that they've done it correctly. The control of error shows them so. So if we can't say good job, what do we say? Let me give you some alternatives. You did it is one of the easiest ones to start with. When a child looks at you and we are tempted to say good job, just say you did it. And this is enough. They will, they're quick to learn that she's not going to say this, and it doesn't make them feel bad, okay? They will just get used to hearing something different from you. You can say to them, I'm really happy that you're proud of your work. I'm really happy that you worked so hard today. So something that is more specific and more about their feelings and acknowledging how they feel. You could say, you did it all by yourself. So they take pride in that independence that they have achieved in doing this activity. You could also say, it's nice to see how happy and proud you are of your work. Another phrase is, it looks like you really enjoyed doing this today. So to recap it all, at the end of it, praise is simply a verbal reward. And we are not pro-rewarding our children for things that they are doing for self-satisfaction. Yes, I know we have good intentions. We praise because we want our children to know that we value them and we're happy with their work. But Maria Montessori said that inner drive gets diminished when we interfere with our praise. She actually saw in her years that there were some children who found it irritating and they didn't enjoy it. They didn't like it when, parents and adults and teachers were praising too much. So it's us who feels it's necessary. The children don't actually need it. It's we as adults who condition them to become dependent on this praise, and they feel that if I haven't said it to them as a parent, then something must be wrong. So I encourage you to try out the Montessori way of acknowledging our children's efforts over praising them and giving them these verbal rewards. Remember, the more you praise a child, the more they need. It's just this endless cycle. It is a transitional process. It will take time, but be conscious and be aware of it and try it. And let me know in the comments how this works for you. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a single video. And until we meet again, have a beautiful day.